Hi, welcome to episode 1 of our vlogcast, Clinical Virtual Assistants at the Point of Patient Care. I'm Erin Bina. This series is dedicated to exploring if and how virtual assistants can aid in the delivery of care in a hospital setting. I'll be speaking with a fantastic panel of experts to hear their thoughts and ideas. So let's jump right in. How many of you have used or tried a personal virtual assistant in your day-to-day life, like Siri, Google, or Alexa?
We have everything. So we also have Cortana, which is Microsoft's personality, which I think is very funny. My husband once swore he didn't realize she was listening, and he swore about something, and she said, "Oh, I'm so embarrassed." And it was, sometimes it's a source of both humor and information.
I've definitely used a personal assistant before. I typically will, be inclined to use, an assistant like Alexa, or even some of the functionality in my car when I'm driving.
My experience is mostly with a Siri-like product. And, I usually try to stick to simple questions, such as asking for directions or inquiries to my calendar.
I've got some good friends who control the lights in their house, so they can change the colors, mood lighting, etc., and they don't have to get off their chair to do so.
So we've all had some experience with virtual assistants, but do you view them as helpful?
If it's going to make my life easier, then I think that's a huge gain.
I think like the downside is like half the time you ask for something and the Google Assistant or whatever brand you're using gets it wrong, and so that can be problematic.
Last question for today. In your opinion, do you see the potential for using virtual assistants inside the hospital to help empower clinical care? In other words, do you see a future for having a bot at the bedside?
The ability to actually say or write something and get quick, instant results would be hugely appreciated.
You could ask it to synthesize information regarding a patient, or perhaps you could ask it to provide you notifications about events that happen with that patient, or even reminders about things to do with that patient. So I think there are a lot of applications there.
I don't think I've ever seen a need quite as highlighted as COVID has brought to this whole topic of how you get data, how you get supported decision-making to the bedside.
Great. Thank you, everyone. That was a great start to our conversation. Be sure to join us for episode 2 when we take a closer look at the types of information you might ask a virtual clinical assistant.